What's up, church media pros? Today I want to tell you one of the most important things about being a church media pro, and I'm going to save it for after the intro. Welcome back to Church Media Pro. My name is Aaron Warden. On this channel we talk about all things pro media production in your church and advertising, guys. And here's the deal. I want to make this super clear because I think most people don't realize it, and if they do realize it, they forget about it a lot. When you work for a church, especially in production, your job is primarily customer service. Don't think that you're just a technician. Don't think that you're such an introvert that you can't talk to people through listen to them and understand what they need. And most of all, you're there to not only serve the worship experience, but ultimately serve the vision of your senior leadership. So if you don't have if you don't have a specific senior pastor, maybe you don't report to that person, even if that's the case, you don't have a direct link to your senior pastor, guys. Your job is to serve your senior pastor. Plain and simple. So try not to be blunt, super blunt with this, guys, but it should be this simple. If you're too caught up in what you're doing, you're too caught up in process, guys. If you're too caught up in the weeds of the technical issues of what's going on, if you're not serving first, you're doing it wrong. And that's the plain and simple theme behind this video, guys. Is Jesus was there to serve us. Jesus came to serve us, right? He served his disciples. He washed feet. He said, "Hey, follow me. I am the way, the truth, and the life," right? But he got down and he served people and ultimately paid the biggest price of all to serve us so that we can go to heaven to be with him, right? And to reconcile us to the Father. So nobody's perfect. I understand that. Nobody's perfect. And if you've never done a customer service job, I highly recommend you ask your leadership how you get better at this, because I was trained in retail, guys. I started my career in sales, actually at Guitar Center specifically. My first real job out of college. I say that because I was a summer camp, like rock and roll summer camp counselor, my first job right out of college. It was amazing, but it was not a good job. It was not a long-term job. It was a couple crazy long weekends, but I won't get into that right now. My first real job out of college was in retail, and when you're in sales, your job is all about making sure the customer gets what they want and what they need, and making sure that you serve them the best thing possible. Well, some of my other jobs have been customer service related. My biggest learning process in this was working for Apple Computer. I worked in a retail store in a mall, but their training was fantastic. And one of the things they teach you is that if you don't know the answer to the problem, you go find somebody who does. Now, you don't give them a BS answer. So for a really good example, guys, say you're at the soundboard and somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, I think it's too loud," or what do you think about this? Can you change this? If you just say, "No, I can't," that isn't customer service, right? Now, the best thing to do is to listen to them, look them in the eye, listen, and say, "I will." If you think what they're saying to you is against what you've been given by your leadership, take it with a grain of salt. So listen to the person, give them eye contact, and repeat this back to them. "Thank you so much for your feedback. I really appreciate your opinion. I will definitely ask my leadership. I will ask my pastor if he thought it was too loud, or if he thought this, or perhaps you report to somebody else. Like, I'll bring it to the technical director, and I will consult them and make sure that I'm in the guidelines of what they want for, and if you're right, man, I will absolutely change the way I'm doing this." Another example, if you're the social media manager, right, and you get a question from somebody online saying, hey, I didn't get enough information on this, can you point me in the right direction? Don't say, hey, it's on the website. No, you want to take their hand, essentially their digital hand, right? You grab you take them through the process. So here's the specific link, and then outline the details in your text message back to them, or your social media message or direct message back to them, right? Here's the website for more information. As you can see, this, and this. If you would like to, if this doesn't answer your question, please call so-and-so who is in charge of that ministry. They'd be happy to talk to you. In fact, can I get your number so I can give them your information so they can call you? Customer service is 90% of what we do, guys. And in our church in particular, we say people before process, and that goes so deep, so much that if you're supposed to be at a meeting, even with your senior pastor, but somebody's asking you to pray for them, you take the time and you pray for them. He will understand. He will, especially if your leadership is behind this, guys. And I don't know anybody in leadership at any church that wouldn't say that taking care of the person that's in front of you is more important than, or less important rather than being at a meeting on time. So take that into consideration. I've learned as someone who leads other people that this is very, very important, especially if those who you lead don't have specific customer service related experience. And it's not easy to teach. It can be easy to teach with the right people, but some people just don't have that experience. So you have to teach it to them. You have to guide them. You have to role play sometimes to make sure that they get it right. And so take the time to spend with your teams. Even if they're volunteers, make sure that they know to look people in the eye, give them common courtesy. Don't dismiss people that are asking you questions, especially congregants. And then, especially if your leadership is asking you to do something, drop what you're doing and smile at them, because they're the reason you have a job in the first place, right? Just like any other job, your senior pastor is the reason why you have a paying job where you're at. And if you're not even paid, if you're a volunteer, guys, why are you there if you can't serve your leadership? So this one's just straight to the point, from the heart, guys. I hope that you take this. If you got some meaning out of it, or if you got some value out of it, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this. I love being straightforward and straight to the point, and just give you a download of my experience so that you can just take it and run with it yourself. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like church production and coffee, head over to friedrichscoffee.com for a 12-ounce bag of roasted to order specialty coffee, roasted right in the Midwest here in Iowa, and we will send it out to anywhere in the continental United States within a couple days, guys. And it's roast to order, meaning they roast it and then immediately it goes on the UPS truck and it gets to you within 2 days, depending, even if you're on the far coasts. So if you would like free shipping with that, use code FREESHIPUSA at checkout, and please, that would very much help me to continue to make this content, guys. So with that, thank you so much, and God bless you.